everyone. A little late in the day, I know. I'm sorry. It's noontime, but I still have a card for today. It's still applicable. So once again, I'm going to pull cards. I'll get used to this eventually. From Sacred Reflections Oracle deck. And I did previously pull the card already. Okay, so today's card is movement. Sorry, I'll get it. Movement. So brace yourself for change. And looking at the water, the ocean, the wave, to me, a lot of this, I get a lot. To me, this is similar to a judgment card, although this is very different because these are oracle cards and judgment card is tarot cards. But this is what it reminds me of, and I tend to get a lot of judgment cards in my life, lots of changes. And right now, I'm going through lots of changes, as we talked about the other day. So brace for change. Yes, tonight is my first class for my weight management. So, and tomorrow is the big change, is I am on the restricted diet for the next 17 weeks. So that is a big change, embracing myself for change, as well as the water in this with this card reminds me, water. Water is the most important thing above and beyond nutrition and food, etc. So that's also part of my change, is I need to focus on drinking more water. The more the better, because 75% of the population is dehydrated the majority of the time. So, which means we all tend to eat before we drink anything or drink our water. And most of the time when we think we're hungry, we're really not hungry. We're thirsty. So yes, focus on change. Change for the future, and drink more water. Okay, so yes, I have to brace myself for these changes. So let's go and read. Oops, almost passed it. Read what the detail is for this card that Charlene has done, and thank you again, Charlene, for the writings and everything, and thank you to Angela to the wonderful drawings and art that are done in these cards. Okay, so let's get on with it. Awareness. So there again, I have to be aware that I need to drink more water, and I have to constantly be mindful and remind myself. So speaking of which, water. Okay, so let's get on with the reading. Okay, movement can be a surprise or a deliberate choice, ushering change into your life. A wave of motion approaches or may have already washed over you. Bracing for change involves being prepared, both mentally and emotionally, for the shifts that come your way. You don't need to control every detail, but rather be resilient and open to new experiences. Recognize that movement is a sign of life's vitality. If you're not moving, you're not living. That's my thing. Change is an inescapable force and is an integral part to life as breathing and movement. At times, it's a necessary push we seek, while other times it arrives without warning or involvement. Regardless, it's a wave that's already in motion, and our best approach is to ride it. It is the dance of the change that you discover your strength, resilience, and capacity for growth. Be willing to adapt, evolve, and explore the new horizons that change beings. So that's really great. Change always changes. Nothing changes but the changes. It reminds me of one of my favorite movies that I love. A Star is Born with Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand back in the 70s. Yes, I'm aging myself. But he was saying, she was like, oh, he's not working. He's not doing anything. And well, he's doing all these projects on the side, but he's not working, and then they were talking about how he started, the band had to go on without him because he wasn't working. And well, nothing changes but the changes, Slick. And changes. And if it's not changing, we're not growing, we're not living, we're not doing anything. And then, like I talked about the other day for myself, the lazier I am, the lazier I get. Well, that's not changing. And that's gotten me where I am today. So change is constant. Even when you don't think things are changing, change is constant. Me and not changing, I did change. I got heavier. I got unhealthier. So it's still changed, even though I didn't change, other than I just got lazier. So now new changes are going to happen in my life because I'm being mindful and I'm determined to do something with my life and focus more on being more vibrant, more aware, more mindful in my life, and become healthier. And the hopes is that I'm going to get more energy as I shed this weight and learn new habits that are going to help keep me to my goal for the rest of my life if I keep those habits up. So yes, movement. It's constant movement, constant change. Let's brace ourselves for that change. Embrace that change, and go with it. Reach out. This is tremendously getting out of my comfort zone. So yes, get out of your comfort zone. There's no growth or evolvement without getting out of your comfort zone, and to stop the stagnation in your life, in my life. So drink more water, brace change, embrace change, and let's start a new life together. All right. So those are the thoughts for today. I would love to hear what anybody has to say in the comments on this video, and I hope to see you next time. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.